Hello and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our campaign as the Great Horde. We have conditional military access through Persia. Yay, that's great. Our vassal's not going to help us in our war, obviously, because he's a jerk face. How are we doing on siege? We've got our actual real leader does have some siege value, but he's being used right now for this engagement over here. Feel like we could probably afford to swap that. Let's go ahead and grab the better combat guy for the combat. We'll grab the siege leader for this army. And then as soon as this battle's done, we'll teleport the leader into here to reinforce one of these two. Whichever location. Unless we get down in here and we find that there's actually no Delhi army up here. Because he's probably going to want to keep it near his capital, is why I'm thinking he might not even have an army on this little exclave up here. Let's wait and see. Yep, there's no army up here. And we do not have military access there. We do not have military access through there. We have no conditional military access granted through anyone else yet. So this seems like a great opportunity here. Air Candy Separatists have raised separatism. Shocking. Recent uprising has expired everywhere. That means we're going to get some more rebellions soon. Ethiopia has done something that I don't like. So I'm actually not going to pay off this loan. That comes due in 1561. We have 4 years until April 1st of 61. Hey, it's like it's like tax month. Well, yeah. In the United States, that is. Okay, suffering extra attrition doesn't really bother me too much, just for the security that affords us, but let's not go crazy. Let's suffer like 1 extra, so we'll have 7,000 men. We want 6,000 plus like 5% of whatever 7,000 would be. So let's pull this cav off. We'll go down to 7,000 troops, and let's actually use infantry, because we, as a Great Horde, we do still suffer some reinforcement cost penalty now. Again, in the beta patch, they've changed it now. Instead of having free reinforcement, our reinforcement costs are only cut in half. That's actually a significant change. Again, we need 7,000 men. So let's do that for now. And we'll just have to be ready to reinforce. Now, the fact that he can't get to me, or it has no army up here, makes me think that we should be relatively safe. In the meantime, we do have military access availability this way. We are a great power. We could also force people to break alliance. That's something I should also remember that I can do. So for instance, Sind, we could force him to break his alliance with Malwa and then just attack him separately soon. But he'll probably just ally somebody else. He has rivaled Multan, Oman, and Iraq. So he'd probably ally Kathiawar. How does Kathiawar have no possible rivals? Oh, he's a vassal. Gotcha. So you can't rival a vassal, so... or ally a vassal, so who would you... yeah, you know what? Let's see, if I were to attack you right now, I would end up at war with Malwa. Do I really care about being at war with Malwa? Maybe. I have not really used this whole break alliance feature very often. And I'd like to get some more experience and get better with it, but... what are we doing up here? On the flat terrain, we're getting our shock advantage. Oh god. I hate when I see all these recent uprisings expire. Oh god, it's so bad, it's so bad, it's so bad. Oh my god, we're gonna have so many rebellions. Alright, let's take a look. Let's take a look. How many rebellions are we looking at here? 44,000 for the Great Horde tribes. They are currently pissed off in a number of places. We have independence for Kazakh. It's not too bad. You know, the unrest could be worse. The Great Horde tribes is the biggest one. Let's go check out, like, Shervin. Why are they pissed off in Shervin? They're pissed off in Shervin because I decreased autonomy. I decreased autonomy how long ago? Expires in 59. 2 years. Okay, that's not going to happen. Great Horde tribes are not going to rebel for 3.6 years, and that's in, like, 2 years, so that's the biggest issue, so we should be fine. Thinking we do want to go ahead. If I get military access through Sind, that doesn't really help Delhi. That lets me get on Multan's provinces faster. Oh, we already have military access through there. We have conditional access through Persia and Sind already. Let's get over there and get that going. Okay, this leader doesn't necessarily need to be here anymore. Putting down Ming's rebels doesn't really appeal to me much, but it had to be done. Wouldn't mind getting some loot in over here. Gotta decide, are we going to raise? I mean, we need the Horde unity. There's some people suggesting a while back that we should consider changing to a different government type. I'll look into that here. We're spying on Brandenburg, and the other one was Hamburg as our backup. We've got 3 of them right now, which is a bit excessive, but I'd really prefer to make sure that we get this tech thing squared away. For sure, get the best possible discount when we actually take the institution. So, let's see. I had a thought, now I don't remember what I was looking at. It was razing? No? Oh, yeah, raising into government type. Gotcha. Unify Islam, that's not the one. Reform the Horde government. We need to own more lands. We need Kazan, Kazimov, Tiver, Moskva, Vladimir, Yaroslav, Suzdal, and be at peace. When we do that, we get a permanent claim on the Greater Bashkir place, and we actually become the Golden Horde instead of the Great Horde. Government rank of Golden Horde automatically will change to Empire. Get increased centralization. So this doesn't actually change our government type, it just changes our tag. Reforming the government is the one we're thinking of. Horde unit needs to be above 60, positive 3 stability, and we have to have either economic, innovative, or administrative. We already have innovative, so we're allowed to reform the government now if we want to at the cost of 5 stability. Our government type changes to Ikta, which is the name for the feudal, I think it's called. It's basically just what all of the Western nations start off as. We look at tech, and we look at feudal monarchy. It's the government type. I can't see them right now because normally you'd be able to click here and see the different governments that are available. I'm 90% sure Ikta is going to be the one. That you get. It's despotic monarchy or feudal monarchy. It's one of those two. Okay, let's just really quick just rationalize here. If we reform, we lose the ability to raise. I think we also lose our shock advantage on flat terrain. I can't recall though now. I'm pretty sure. Does the shock damage come from being... I think it does. It also is the thing that gives us our constant CB, which is a really, really good CB. I don't know if we really want to do this. We certainly should consider accepting more cultures. 10% of our total development. We're talking about 42 development, giving us more manpower and money. That'd be kind of nice. Crimean. These ones are already like in the same culture group, so they're not very appealing to adopt. These other ones are all so tiny. No, I think I've looked at this before and decided against it. Because the advantage, if they weren't in the same culture group as our primary culture, then it would probably be worthwhile. But technology group unit type changes to Muslim. Technology group changes to Muslim. Doesn't really affect us anymore now that we have institutions, but we would get different unit types, which is interesting because I believe. Is this still the case that, no, it used to be a long time ago that Hordes only had like one unit type, so they fell really, really far behind on pips the longer the game went on, and that's not the case anymore. They actually do have upgraded units. But it's still probably pretty likely that the Sunni unit types are better as far as overall pips than our current one. Have to go all the way up to 3 stability, and then we go down to -2, and we spend 200. That seems like a lot of cost. Just to avoid... Yeah, no, I think we do. I think we stay as a horde for now. Oh, he's actually training some troops. Interesting. We can get to some of them. I do want to park the majority of the army right here after this fort's done. Got some loot to be had. 20 ducats there. Oh god, no. No, with the recent uprising expiring. Hate seeing that. Just hate it. So he's training cavalry first, and he is not a horde, so I don't believe he's allowed to have very many non-cav units. So he trained a unit here, probably went south. Arcanicial military access. There needs to be a military access map mode, by the way. I don't know why there's not. Kind of crazy to me that there isn't. This army should probably also come down to this location. My fear right now is that he's going to somehow get some military access and suddenly we're going to see a 60, not 60, sorry, like a 30 stack just show up like right in Garwal or something. And I'll just be like, oh crap, okay, so I've got to somehow reinforce this 7 stack against a 30 stack in like 7 days. Okay, 2 cav on 1 cav, and in the flat terrain against him, that seems like a good decision. Second, I guess we don't really know. Of course, he is taking a crossing penalty. Nope, either way is to our advantage, so we'll take that fight, of course. We rolled an 8 versus a 6 with no shock. We have our crazy combat ability, everything about it's good. Let's block him here with this for now. We lost military access through Sind. Kind of annoying that they're allowed to do that. Oh, we did get an army down there. How is it that he was allowed to do that? Hold on. Normally, when I do it, when I'm trying to do military access, it will say like we cannot revoke military access because our enemy has troops in in the land. So how come he was allowed to do it? How come he was allowed to just suddenly black flag me? That's kind of nonsense right there. Malwa is at war with Delhi. Ah, that's what happened. Sind declared war on Delhi. Or rather, Malwa... Okay. Multan is defending against Sind in the Sindhi conquest of Derajat. So, Sind decided he wants to go for this. That is the issue. Which means that I need to block their ability to get onto it, otherwise I am not going to be able to take that province. And he's already there. Okay. And, of course, now he does have military access, which is exactly the thing that I was afraid would happen. Okay, so my initial plan here was to vassalize Multan. If I do that now, then I'm going to end up at war with Sind and Malwa immediately. And this is exactly the thing that I didn't want to have happen. We can arrive on the 7th of November. Like a week late. Gonna have to just throw everything at it. Thanks a lot, Sind. What a jerk. It's ruining everything. With the aggressor, it's flat terrain. We rolled really well, considering we have no leader. We've got reinforcements coming in 3 days. Combat width is going to end up being good if I can pile enough troops into there. 0 in the first shock phase, that's really quite bad. 7, not too bad. 7 matched his guy. And our leader arrives in tomorrow. There we go. So we've got Kuchuk with 0321. That's our actual real leader. Our center troops have taken quite a bit of damage. We have a crossing penalty now. Our other leader is arriving in 3 more days, and he's going to take over, I would assume. He just rolled a 9 in the shock phase. There's Ibak coming in with a serious advantage there. Looks like a 12 minus 1 and an 11 versus a 7, but we're actually seeing some serious losses here. We got to hold out for another 9 days for more reinforcements. Damn you, Sind, ruining everything. That may very well do it. Now, the war score is based on battles, though, so I'm actually going to commit to this fight and just hope that we can reinforce here. We need to hold out for 4 more days And we've got 0.28 morale. .2 war score, and that's going to help us to get a ticking war score pretty darn quickly. Jackers won enough battles. We are at 17. 2 battles, 11 war score from battles. Now we get our ticking war score, and more importantly, we were not forced to leave this siege. Which did have some progress, I believe. 3 so far. Okay, we're going to just go ahead and leave behind... Tell you what, what's this leader? 1 maneuver? We're gonna leave all those behind for now. Everyone else can come back to here. Ming has civil war. Things are getting even worse for him. Of course, now I have military access through Sind again. A little bit too little, too late. Thanks a lot, Sind, making this way more expensive than it needed to be. We're still making a lot of money, though. And we are going to definitely still vassalize Multan and then reverse the war on these two and return all Multan cores that we can to him. Suddenly have a very powerful vassal. I won't be able to raise if I vassalize, but that's okay. If I don't do it that way, then I can't actually take this province. Alright, from here, just want to confirm we have access to both forts. We do. We're good. We'll pull any cav off that we can in favor of putting infantry up there. Too many units suffering attrition here. Okay, 7,000. That's actually sufficient already. Let's reinforce slower. Shift consolidate, pull one of these stacks off, suffer a little bit less attrition. We already suffer very little attrition in general. And we're ready to reinforce whichever fight he tries to take. The problem is, how am I going to get enough war score to vassalize Multan? I only have 20 individual war score, and this province is going to get occupied and taken by Sind. Even if I knock Delhi out of the war, I don't think I'm going to be able to get 68 war score from just occupying 2 non-fort provinces. We do not have military access here. Oh, right, sure, of course. It's not like the enemy has military access or anything. Not like I should have military access because they have access. No, there's still some really kind of squirrely things that happen with military access. I get what's going on. I'm not stupid, right? It's just that it doesn't make sense to me, right? So the issue here is that Delhi has military access through Garhwal because Sind has that military access through Garhwal. Somehow. Nepal, Bundelkhand, Gondwana, like somehow my enemy is getting military access to somebody. Grants military access to... Sorry, has conditional military access through Garhwal. So, Sind is allied to Multan. Sorry, Sind is allied to Malwa. Malwa has military access through Garhwal. Delhi is at war with Sind and Malwa. Ergo, since Delhi is at war with these two, he has military access too. I am at war with Delhi. Delhi has military access through Garwal. Ergo, I should have military access through Garwal. Even though it's a separate war, he is able to hide his army from me, which is bullshit. The whole purpose of this whole conditional military access system was to prevent people from ever being able to hide armies from you. And it's a clear case. Granted, it's a rare occurrence. It's a fringe case, but it's a clear case where they are being allowed to hide their army from me, and that's not cool. Okay, what is our individual war score right now with Delhi? 30. We didn't make him a co-belligerent, so our province costs are quite high. It's like Kashmir's worth 30 war score instead of the 15. Also, it costs Diplo points to negotiate with him. You know what we could consider? If I take from Multan these two provinces, then we know that Sind is going to take that, and then we could just release Multan. If we do that, though, I could gift this to Persia, and then we just release one province. Then we just turn right around and attack Sind at the end of the war. That'd probably be an easier way to resolve it, plus it won't cost me any Diplo points to conquer from this guy. So we take Sind Sagar, we take this province. We'd have to transfer it to Persia directly. Can't raise it anyway, it's only 3 development. We give that to Persia, we take that one. That's already 68 peace deal somehow. I guess this province is worth a lot of war score? No. Oh, right, that's with me vassalizing them, gotcha. He still won't accept demanding Sind Sagar without occupying any forts in the area. Well, as soon as this fort falls, then that can't possibly be the case. So let's just wait until the fort falls with this guy. My goal is just end this war as fast as I can. So that I get back to peace, get back to lowering autonomy everywhere, and then get ready for a war with Ming or Muscovy so that I can get some power projection. Outbreak, of course. Definitely thinking we need a cannon. Okay, so like right now, we can demand that. He would say yes. We can't demand much else because of the co-belligerent status. Our individual war score with Delhi is currently at 30. So how about we do this? I'm not going to take much from this guy. Really? You won't even accept? I have 30 war score, and you won't even accept anything. How dare you have high enthusiasm? I guess we wait and see. Alright, I'm going to take a break here. Next episode, we're going to squirrel away something. I'm not sure what yet. We'll make something happen. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you again in the next one. See you soon.